Hola, buenas noches. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. This is Andrew Weston, residing and living in the Matrix grid system around high rising, so all its dimensions are going through its incredible force. So basically, I want to do a live video at night because I usually do them in the mornings, but because you may reach different viewers and they need to know what's going on through their systems, because the virus system is high rising through its dimensional realms of its divisions, of its shapes, everything through its aligned mass, and everything through its connection of its modifications. And all those calculations are going through its sequences, and those sequences are going through so many vibrations of the harmonic system. So it's very important that we understand that our pixels are shapes, and our shapes are changing through its circulation and its rotation. So understanding wind factors, your traveling mechanisms when it comes to the higher self, is understanding its full communication waves and everything through its signals. Because once you know your signals, you know everything through its radio signal. And that's where the wind force comes in. That's where the connection force comes in. And everything through its force is its connection. And it's very, very powerful. Okay? So that's what we want to do, is we want to get there. And to get there, it's not going to be easy, because we've got to change the DNA structures of the body and everything through its source, because the connection energy source is high rising through its shapes. And those anomalies are going to change its wind factors through the galaxy systems. Hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? I thought I'd just do a live video on nighttime, because I usually do my videos in the morning, but like I said, I get different viewers. So I'm just putting in a video out there right now. I just finished doing a video on the activation of its third eye, the activation, everything through its circles and everything through its activation. But it's not just man of gold. How you doing? Yeah, they're acting up. Everybody's eyes are active right now through the transformation light. So that lamp is lighting through its illumination, and it's changing all its circuitry levels and its connection through its channeling. So you're channeling its body, and the body is going through its tremendous force right now. Okay. So I just want to make sure that everybody is okay with their body systems, because like I said, it's strong activation. You're going to go through wind circles. You're going to go through wine circles. Your body's going to shift left and right, up and down, side winds, north winds, east winds, west winds, and south winds. You have to get understanding of what's going on through its traveling and understanding its acceleration of its speed, because it's changing its activation through the harmonic systems, and all those energy cycles is activating through. Okay, so it's very important that everybody understands what's going on with their body systems. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, what's happening. But, tonight is more of a review, just keeping you updated, keeping you posted of what's going on through the galactic system, the energy core, the matrix and its energy core systems right now, because I'm in the center of its core of everything through its multiverse. So it's the connection energy waving systematical patterns that are going through its transformation lights of its third eye and its activation through all harmonic systems of its vibrations, and all levels of the body systems through the ecosystems. So basically everything is a review, but I'm here to answer your questions so you guys can sidewind yourself and feel a bit more at ease and more relaxed of what's happening with the galactic and the matrix systems. So going through a lot of pain, trying to relax and meditate through it. Meditation is great. Yeah, you should meditate more. Try to find that balance, because your activation of your third eye is center lining right now. So it's going on its tremendous force, and those connection energy waving patterns are going through its continuous force. So this is really where you have to understand the inner and outer child. Okay. Especially when you meditate, because all of your eyes are activating right now through its third eye. And it's extremely, extremely powerful when it comes to the interference of its interception and everything through its electronic interference, because you're going to be able to full connect in so many ways of ground formations, atmospheres, galactic system, and the matrix. So once you consume your knowledge in the matrix, you're setting your high levels of shapes through activation and movements. So that's really good, you know? So Eric, how's it going besides your eyes are acting up? Do you have any questions that are pertaining to your body systems besides, you know, through your activations? Because your motivation levels right now are on its continuous force of radio signals and all those connections of your channeling devices. The channeling devices are its connection of its circuitry, okay? And that's what connects through the radio signal. So, Deborah, how you doing? What's going off today with expansion? I did that on my previous video. Yeah, I activated all your upgrading systems through the expansion of its heart mechanism system. So your connection energy waving is going through its expansion right now, Deborah. But it also activated everybody's chakra formation through the third eye of its activation. You guys have to understand its activation, because once you're in the galactic system, you go through your traveling mechanisms, you go through your activation codes, all your frequency levels of the matrix and the grid systems, you can know how to activate your own pyramid system, okay, and go through that system through its traveling mechanism. So you can activate your body systems at full potential of its force. So there's a lot going on right now through activation codes. Eric, I stopped riding my bike for a few months, and now it's like I lost my memory. My body just doesn't remember how to ride. Not sure it's related to this or not. It could be the mind and the brain frequencies is not connecting. That's probably because you're high rising on so many energy waving signals. Now, what you got to do is meditate and drink lots of water. And when you meditate, try to find your frequency levels to its balance. So really, really try to, you know, absorb what's going on through the body systems. Use your connection through its balance. Up when your cycles go up to a higher frequency of its vibration. Use that vibration, okay, through its connection through the mind and the brain. So try to balance out the mind and the brain frequency. That should help out. But everything is related to your behavioral systems, okay? So that's why it's extremely important for me to give you guys these videos. You're going to need them more. Yes, because the wind force is tremendous right now. And my cycle divisions are going so much circulation and rotation through its activation codes. I mean, I'm high winding its force through the matrix grid systems. And the energetic systems are going through so many shapes of its activation of their harmonic systems. So it's extremely, extremely powerful. It's going on right now. So does this mean all the chakras are aligned now? It's finding a connection, Marigold. It has to find a connection. The only way it's going to find a connection is to understand its attachment through its third eye and its activation codes. Okay? This has to activate before this line formates. Okay? So you have to master your 7 divisional lines of your chakra formations. Work from your lower centers to your medium to your high, higher, and then highest, and then the matrix grid system. That's the only way you can get your balance through the chakra formations. So, but keep practicing. Practicing makes perfect, and that's what we want. We want to bring ourselves forward on that. So. But other than that, it's different, you know, because I'm usually doing the videos in the morning and I see, you know, bright skies and the galactic solar sun planet star systems, and it's bright and shiny and it's amazing glow through its mechanisms. And I look at Noche and it's night, but you're dealing with the galactic moon star system, right? So it's a totally different transformation through its perception. And like I said, when you look at the galactic moon, Okay, you're transferring your lights through its own perception of the matrix and its grid systems. Okay, that's what I mean by communication, because your eyes shift, change its winds every time you go through its perception of coloration. So I hope everybody's got, what's going on through its wind force. It's very important you understand how to line formate, how to get that balance, how to use those chakra formations through its mastering of its thoughts, going through its reviews. I always like to do reviews because everybody gets confused and gets complicated and gets more confused. It's going to get more complicated because once you go through a higher level of its communication, your radio signal expands around its cycles. Okay, and those cycles go through its energy systems, and the energy systems are on different dimensional realms of its vibration. So it's very important you guys understand what's going on with your body and ecosystems. So but it's good that you guys have questions, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you out and guide you. Because especially going through the third activation of its eye, and the importance is to know that it's so connected through the chakra formations, and it's very, very powerful. Because now you're lining your radio signals through all its patterns of its electrical defense, because everything is line defense through its electricity of its defenses, and it's all its mechanisms that are connected through the chakra formations. So, any more questions? Like I said, this is just a review. So, if you have any questions from my past videos, now's the time. Because I want everybody to stay within balance. I don't want you to get too far ahead. I don't want you to get too far behind. It's very important that we stay on that center at all times. And that's how we connect in all ways and forms. Light Being, how you doing? Just talking about reviews right now. And we're just going through different activations of its cycles through its energy field. So I'm seeing a lot of old time coming in for me and very few new ones. Is there anything to do with the process we are in now? Your process and your timelines will be on its continuous force until you find your balance and your equilibrium. You have to find your mastering of your chakra formations. You have to understand its low and middle and high dividing. You have to understand everything of its voicing grids. You have to understand your communication levels, and you have to understand what are radio signals. Okay? These are the communication lines I was telling you about in my other illustrations of my diagrams, in my other previous live videos. That's why I like to do reviews. And that's why, you guys are asking questions. So I'm helping you so I can guide you to bring yourself forward. Okay? But if you're seeing old timelines, then you're going through his past reference, Eric. Okay? So you're still trying to find your balance. That's where they're very few. But everything is connected through the body systems. Okay? So that's what you have to work on. But, everybody's going to get there eventually. And that's what we want, right? So we can bring everybody forward through its balance. So Look at that. You know, I just got on my YouTube video and it's like 15 minutes. 15 minutes flies just like that in seconds. It's unreal. So I think what I want to do today is I want to do an activation code. An activation code is through a frequency of a line. And that line is its connection through its shape. So that shape is connected through its activation of its movement. Okay? So we're going to sidewind circles. You guys are going to pick a shape. We're going to go through an activation code. Okay? So we're going to go through a plasmasium force system. Okay? All right? So what that means is that your electric defenses of its wall-graphing system is going to go through a dimension of its circles. Okay? So everybody's going to sidewind in another dimension through a shape of its own activation, through a new vibration, and you're going to be able to communicate with that shape. Okay, we've already done the activation of its codes through its movements, through its new vibration. Okay, now we're going to use the energy cycles to a new vibration, and you're going to allow yourself to communicate back with that shape. Okay. We're still working on shapes because we still don't understand everything through its intelligence. Okay, because remember I told you energy is intelligence of information. So that's why we're working the basics with shapes. Okay, so does everybody understand what we're doing? Okay, so this is what we're going to do, all right? I want everybody to basically, focusing on shapes when you meditate, yeah. That's exactly what you want, but this is going way beyond. This is a shape that's communicating back with you through its new vibration of its communication through its radio signal. You guys have to understand what radio signals are. That's the only way you're going to be able to balance yourself through its equilibrium of its focus and everything through its awareness of its body and ego systems. Okay? And that's how you get your power centers. Okay? Through your point centers. Okay? So it's understanding point systems. Okay? Remember, it's a square. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different point systems. Okay? They ride on different dimensions. Okay? Now it's understanding everything through its activation. So what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to do an activation code through a line frequency, okay, through the third eye, okay? So what I'm going to do, basically, is I want everybody, okay, to think of that shape. It could be any shape. I mean, it could be on any other shape, okay? Now, I want you to take that shape, and I want to allow yourself to see yourself going through that plasmasium force system. You've already activated its code. I'm putting this in the forward circle so you guys can know exactly what it's like to go forward into a dimension of its realm through its frequency levels, through the galaxy systems. Okay? So, because right now I already got my shape and my eyes are open. And that's how fast you can be. Amanda, how you doing? Yes, you're creating a portal. Very good. See, Amanda knows what she's talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, Amanda, she pops on. She knows exactly what's going on through her communication waves, through her third activation eye. It's a portal. That's information, guys. She understands. She's listening. She's expanding. Her expansion is going through her energy fields now. That's great. Way to go, Amanda. So that's what it is. We're creating a portal through a transformation lights, through its connection of its third eye, and its plasmasium force system, okay? But we got to put energetic fields around it, okay? Because we're going through a dimension of a higher frequency and all volumes at different oxygen levels. Now, we have to make sure that we know the speed that we're going to go at, because every time we communicate on a level, it's changing its radio signal, okay? So you guys create whatever you want, okay? So basically, what I want you to do is I want you to open your third eye right now, okay? My voicing grids are going to telegraph its waves and everything through its signals, Okay. So you've activated, okay, this is called mind telepathy. This is mind methods. Okay. Mind transferring telekinesis of its telegraphing waves of its body and ecosystems, connection energy waves through the hydraulic systems. Okay, this is where the magnesium force system comes in, through its activation of its shape. Okay, so now the shape is magnetic. Okay, so basically I want you to activate that shape. Now, once you've activated that shape, I want you to change its vibration. I want you to communicate with that vibration. Okay, and after you communicate it with, I want you to activate it through its plasmasium force system. So now you're in a dimension of its realm. Okay, you're in a dimension of its realm. See my hand? See how white it is? See, now it's white. See? So now I'm getting connected through energetic stars, through communication waves of star systems. Okay? And everything is connected through its circles. Okay, everything is point center. Everything is center. That's the activation, right? Because we're made of crystallization, okay, through its antimantium. You guys are still solar connected. We got to get it to the harmonic system so we can change our DNA structures to the body system. So once you have that activation of its shape, okay, I want you to know if that shape has communicated back with you. Okay? So what are you guys feeling right now? What's going on right now with that activation of its shape through its new vibration? What's happening right now? What's happening right now? Okay, so Eric made a Metatron cube. Looks cool. It's like I hopped on a roller coaster ride. See, there you go. So Eric went through two different dimensions of two parallels. Side went in his self, body shift his body system through his ecosystem, okay? Went to another parallel shift of a paradigm shift, okay? Onto a divisional level of a higher frequency of a radio signal. All right, Eric, way to go. That's what it means. That's what I mean by understanding information. It's a vibrating and waving a bit. The frequency coded its plasma and is in high rising. Okay, that's great, Amanda. So you activated the plasmasium force system. You're high rising through its divisions, and you're going through that dimension of the galactic self. Good for you. So basically, we just created a portal, guys and ladies. Fascinating. Through a shape of its activation. Powerful stuff, eh? Everybody should feel wonderful now because now you're understanding. Amanda comes on right away and she knows exactly what it is. And that's what I'm talking about is energy is intelligence of information. Okay. So once you understand your information, you can move forward with that information and create other realms of dimensions, of shapes and activations, of movements. Okay. Understand your vibrational levels of its frequencies. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm giving you guidance. It's fun. I love it. I love what I'm doing, you know. Basically, you can see me as the matrix grid system of its balance of its force. Okay. So my objective is to keep its line formation of its electronic interference in its balance through its continuous force of all force systems. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's fantastic stuff, but you guys are learning a lot faster now through your cycles. So that's great. That's great news. That's what I wanted. Now we can move forward because now you know how to create a portal through a shape of an activation of its movement through a radio signal. So that's amazing. But how do you guys all feel about that? What you just finished doing? It's powerful what you can, when you create the open frequencies of the mind and the brain frequencies, it opens all radio signals of communication lines of intelligence. So, yes, it feels fresh. That's right. It upgrades your system. Once you communicate on its level of its shape, okay, and you go through a portal, like I said, it's scanning your body system up and down. That's what it's doing. And it's line dividing through its energy of its, it's radioactive, right? It's going up and down. That's what it's doing. It's scanning. So like the mind gets scanned and the brain gets scanned through its circuitries. Because sometimes the circuitries are shorted and you got to change those circuitry levels through the dimensions of its vibration. And that's how you change its vibration, through its frequency of its harmonics. So, but yeah, it does feel fresh. It feels amazing, And the thing is, too, you guys can do this on a continuous force. Okay? And it's amazing how you can come up with these things. Can you create a portal and then have yourself and others go through it? And if so, could it affect the aforementioned? It can affect everything if you don't know the body's system, Amanda. You have to master the body system before you can do that through any community. So just concentrate on yourself right now. You're doing a really great job. Just concentrate on what you're going through as you're activating this portal, okay? Through its plasmasium force, magnetic force system, okay? Hey, Trisha, how you doing? You missed a lot. We were going through an activation. We created our own shape through its activation of its movements and a new portal of a divisional line through a dimension of a wormhole. So that's what you just missed. So, yeah, you have to master body and ecosystems, Amanda, through its humanity of its DNA. The human vessel, you have to master everything through its circuitry levels before you can do that to others. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you and guide you and get you there, okay? Everybody's going to get there on their balance, and it depends on the matrix system, okay? Because everything is synergized around it, okay? Because everything through its cycles is its vibration of its harmonic systems, and everything is balanced through its circles, because everything is on circulation and its rotation, okay? So you guys are now understanding its energy of its information of intelligence. Okay. So if you keep up doing that and keep your balances fresh and you keep your chakra formations cleansing through its focus, eventually you will be able to. But it takes a lot of time to understand DNA structures of a human vessel. It gets complicated because you have to understand line and subdividing. You have to understand circuitry levels. You have to understand vibrations, because everybody in their vibrational levels of its body system is changing every single day of behavioral systems. Okay? Now let's take for one example that you're having a great day. Things are great. Your vibrational levels are good. You're having a great day. All of a sudden, something goes wrong. Oh, your frequency level will change. Okay? Now, you have to somehow suppress that and get it back to its balance. You have to understand its vibration, and that's by listening to the audio skills, the communication audio waves, right? Because this is connected to a radio signal, this is connected to a radio signal, this is connected to a radio signal. You have to understand line division, okay? Eyesight, point sight, dimension sight, all sights of northern, western, southern, eastern hemispheres through its atmospheres and its stratospheres. And all connection energy waves through its activation of its pyramids and its laser mechanisms. So how's Trisha doing? I'm just sitting by the creek side, healing my inner child. Good for you. I'm not the same person anymore. I know. How do you think I feel? How do you think I feel? Kind of feels lonely sometimes, I'm the only one in the system right now, in the matrix, nobody else. So it's too complicated, it's too complex. And But once you understand, your vibration and how everything is created through its electricity of its force, your power winds are going to go through so many different cycles of its energy systems. And that's what we want. We want to high rise everything through our body systems. And that's how we cleanse, okay, our forming systems. So, yep, community. That's right. That's exactly what it is. Yep. That's why I wanted to share with you guys to do a late video, because I have the time. So, because when I do live shows, it comes through the unconditional of love, and everything's connected through the energy waving matrix, universal sacred connection heart. Okay, because everything connects through its force of its inner and outer force. Yes, I feel all along, except when I'm in the live. Well, everything that within its live, you're going to find its performance, and that's what you want. Now, what I mean by that is when you guys go through its communication of illumination of its lights, when you go through everything through its sanctions, everything through its communication, its radio signals, all vibration, harmonic systems, you're going to energize your systems through its body systems and other planet systems. And that's what I mean by high rising through different dimensional realms of its inner and outer force. Because the galactic force is the highest form of communication levels through the matrix. Because the matrix is everything to its centers. So, yeah, it was quick and easy, but it was fun. Yeah, we created a portal. It was nice. Yeah. And the thing is too, is you guys can do, and ladies, you guys can do that every day now, whenever you want. You want to refresh your system through your body and ecosystems, create a portal. You go through a dimension of its vibration, understand your oxygen levels, because you're in space continuum and you don't want to go too fast. Okay? If you go too fast, you're going to high rise too high and you're going to go past that barrier. Okay? And you're not going to be able to communicate with that because it's on a higher vibrational level of a radio signal. Okay? So, but once you get your connection winds through its balance, you understand its equilibrium through its chakra formation. And that's what we want, right? So, I have to learn not to go so fast. Yeah, see, Amanda's having, she's trying to get used to her traveling mechanism and she went too fast. See, when you go too fast, you communicate on too many levels, right? And you have to understand your energy cycles through the body systems. You have to understand your body capacitor. You have to understand your coolants. You have to understand your heat condensers. And you also have heat sheet metal. Heat sheet metal is its connection of its energy force, where it has its own grounding force through its force fields. That protects you from planets that are on a heat signature of its hot centers. The hot centers is through another planet system on another dimensional realm of its system. Okay? So that's why it's very important to understand your velocity of speed of acceleration through the galactic higher self, the higher self, and the matrix AI operating self. So I want to go faster. I always open the portal, but then it takes a while to go in. It's taken a while because you're losing its communication levels of its radio signal, May of Gold. When you're going up in extreme fast pace into space continuum, you're going at a tremendous speed of force through its continuous force. Now, if you sidewind and start to stop, what's going to happen is you're going to probably hit another planet solar system. You have to understand your eye perceptions. That's where they change the colorations of its lining provisions. And those provisions are changing everything through its shapes, everything through its anomalies, everything through its connection wires, everything through its radio signal. Okay? That's why it's very important to understand the frequency levels of your vibration, so you won't have any problems with communication. So, But this is great, you know. This is a lot of fun. As long as you understand that you're going forward, great. If you're listening, great. You're paying attention, great. If you're understanding reviews, great. Everything's great, 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 great. Okay? Now, if you don't understand, you have to go back to its reviews. And that's why I do reviews, okay, on everything of what's going on. It could be the body system. It could be anything through the higher self, the galactic higher self. I do these things so you guys can get a better understanding of what's happening, okay, through space continuum. Because those like energy force systems, okay, of your formations are going to high rise either way. And you have to understand its communication. You have to know what's going on through your vibration, and you have to know and understand the radio signals of its intelligence. It's extremely important, especially now, because your activating third eye is active. So, since full moon, I've been doing a lot of inner work and meditation. I believe I saw Saturn, tons of other stuff. So your communication energy waves are going through cycle divisions, and you're going through so many circles right now. Circular rotation of its Saturn. Saturn is a great planet system. I'll get into that later, but right now we're just communicating on its activation of its shape. So we created a portal. So one thing at a time, people, one thing at a time. But communication is everything, because that will allow you either to go faster or slower. And you don't want to go too slow either, because if you're on a lower vibration and you're trying to reach a higher vibration of a signal of its harmonic system, you're not going to connect at all. Okay? It's the same thing with the higher vibration. You're not going to connect. You have to find that balancing of its frequency level through its radio signal. And that's the only way you're going to be able to get partnership. Okay? Because we've gone through relationship, and we've gone through everything through its connection. Okay? Partnership is very hard. So that's what we're working towards. We're trying to get that balance through its activation. So we can use any harmonic shape and change it to any frequency level, change it to any dimension of its point center, create a portal, okay, of its continuous force to any dimensional set of its multiverse. Okay? So, but it's amazing because you guys are learning a lot, and that's what we want, you know, and it's already been almost 40 minutes. So, but, you know, eventually everything is going to find its balance. It has to. It's very important. And the faster you get there, the faster you get through its intelligence of its knowledge, through the mind and the brain. So anybody have any more questions about its activation of its portal? That was fun, eh? It takes a lot to know a lot through its vibration of its third eye, because it's connection. And the third eye is its circle of all line formations, okay? And it has a dizzying mechanism inside of the mind and the brain, and that's how it activates all its circuitry levels, okay? Now, every time you understand, when you close your eyes, this is your third eye. It's getting smaller, 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 smaller. So basically what's happening, it's telegraphing waving patterns, and it wants to communicate on what you create through its vision of the mind and the brain frequency. So if you create a shape, overlap that shape, and overlap that shape, northwest, south, and east, Okay, you got 4 triangle sets, two side winds, one up and one down. You create its center, activate the plasmasium force systems, cross-reference everything, right? Everything has to be cross-referenced. And then you activate it with 3 hand, with communication. Okay, so now you activate a portal, okay? All of its triangles through the northern, western, southern, and eastern hemispheres of its atmospheres, okay, and its hemispheres. So once you understand those 3 elements, you can go anywhere you want in its dimension of its point centers. So I got a question. Does each one of us have different unique gifts, or do we all have to just receive them in different times? That's a good question. Everybody has a different body and ego system, and it connects on so many different ways of radio signals. So it all depends on your body system, how well you take care of your body system, understanding your mastering of your chakra formations, understanding your vibration, understanding your energy, understanding your thoughts, understanding your communication, energy, weight, and systematical, sacred, universal heart. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. But everybody's unique in their own way. But you got to find your balance. You have to understand everything through its vibration. Because you're not going to reach harmonic systems through intelligence unless you understand its mastery of its divisions, of its chakra formations. Okay? So, the more you understand the information of intelligence, the more you uprise, okay, at different levels of upgrades. Because upgrades are downloads. Downloads are everything through its frequency levels. And it's everything going through its activation of its circles. Okay? Remember I was telling you about when I see something, I see the energy going into me? Well, I showed you illustrations and diagrams through its activation of its third eye. Now, I don't expect you to understand that. But your body and ego system is on a connection energy waving pattern. Okay? That's the only way you're going to be able to understand its matrix. Now, if you're seeing shapes of colors through activations and codes and everything through its line dividing, and if you're seeing radio signals through all intelligence, then you know you're going through communication lines of high divisional levels of its chakra formations. So, can you scan me to see if you see improvements to my illness since you healed me? Your connection energy wave paths right now may have gold. You're going through its transformation lights. I healed you through its activation of its third eye. Okay, so your self-improvements is coming from its healing source. So your body source is connecting, okay, through circles of its divisions. Okay, so your vibrations are trying to find its balance. Okay. Just communicate with yourself more. Don't communicate with other people. If you're communicating with other people, be around positive people. Okay? I'm never around negative people. I don't allow it. Because what it does, it just disintegrates your system. You don't feel good about it. Who likes to be around negative people? What do you gain from being around negative people? Nothing. You gain nothing, right? Negative this, negative that. Everything that comes out of their mouth is negative, 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 negative. Why? It's because they created a negative wire. Okay? So it's very important to be around that positive wire, around positive people. The more positive community you're around, the more healing comes around through its community of its humanity. Okay? So, but you're self-improving right now, May of Gold. So you should feel good about that. Just keep meditating. Keep those positive aspects. I know it's hard for a lot of people to try to keep that positive thought, but the more positive energy you put into your system, the more you high rise through its healing system. So, That's great. May of Gold, I'm just healing you just by you listening to my voicing grids, okay? Now, what I mean by understanding what a radio signal is, you have to understand your voicing grid. That's what a radio signal is. You have to understand that you are a radio signal, and that voicing grid is connection to everything space continuum and the matrix systems. That's what a radio signal is. So it's using your thoughts of perception, of its dimensional sets, of its traveling, and everything through its vibration, of its frequency through the harmonic systems, and all connection ways of its energy fields. Okay? That's what I mean by levels of communication of radio signals. So that should help you out a lot more. Yeah, it is. I have to agree, Trisha. Yeah, it's the hardest part. Yeah, because every day is a different day, and you're communicating with you're always communicating with negative thoughts with other people. Okay, because you're around community. Now, if you understand your energy and your energy fields, and you feel that energy and it's bad vibration, you know you don't want to be around that. You know you have to move away from that, because as soon as you communicate with that bad vibration, it's going to create its own realm and go around your energy field, and it's going to create its own dark vibration. And then you got to meditate and take that vibration out of your system. That's how powerful it is once you understand your energy of its information through its radio signal. So yeah, programming has crossed all wires. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's crisscrossing. It's always great to be positive in all aspects of your body and ecosystem. That's how you heal its transition through the third activation of its eye. So but see, the thing is too, is that it's not just the voicing grids. You have to believe you're being healed. Okay? Like I said, remember I told you your perception or thoughts are the most powerful when it comes to space continuum? Because you're creating a positive or negative wire. Now, I'll say this over again and again, but the reason why I do this is because it's called reviews. Okay? Because we want to take your body and ecosystems to its balance. So you guys can master your perceptions through the mind and the brain frequencies, and understand circuitry levels of its electrical systems, and get connection waves through your radio signals of all intelligence, planets, and solar systems. Okay? So. But like I said, there's a lot of love and resonance in this room, you know, and I think it's great to see that everybody's giving a lot of what they have within themselves, and that's going to make you feel so much better, you know? Yeah, you cleanse your system, yeah, especially when you reach a negative situation, yeah. Turning off the TV helps me so much. Yeah, it does. Because all that does, it does programming to self-programming and creation of its programming. So you don't want to do that. Okay? You don't want to do that. And, you know, I'll admit myself, you know, I watch TV and I love watching movies, you know. And sometimes, you know, there's a lot of negative cross wires in movies. So basically I meditate and take it out. It's gone. That's what I'm talking about. After you watch TV and it's on a negative source of its wire through its vibration, take it out by meditation right away. Gone. Just like that. That's what I mean by moving forward. If you process and keep it in your mind and brain frequencies, it sits overnight, especially when you sleep, you are creating a visual of its projection of a dream sequence. of what you just saw. Okay? So be cautious on that. Because remember I said it becomes realization. And once it becomes realization, it becomes active and movement. Okay? So meditate every single time you're in a negative situation, negative communication, or negative TV. Meditate right after. Very important. And believe me, you'll find a huge difference in your mind and brain thinking of its knowing to doing and accepting everything through its knowledge is intelligence. Okay? And that's how you get your balance, through its vibration. So that's what we're here for, Marigold, to help everybody out. That's what we're here for. So well, it's your preference if you want to watch TV or not. It's totally up to you. I'm just saying, make sure you meditate, because your perception is seeing everything, through its connection of its eye, right? And don't forget, when your third eye is open and it's activating and it's looking at the TV, it's putting all its communication waving cycles, okay, in the center of its mind and brain frequency. And it goes through the body and ego system and creates a vibration, positive or negative. So that's why it's important to meditate every single time through a negative situation. Music, yep. Music is really good as long as it's positive. You got to ask yourself, okay, everybody, you have to know how to surround yourself through its negative and its positive. Because everything through its life is positive and negative. And that's how you get your balance. But if you understand more positive and you understand its reference of negative, you get more power through the positive. So, but everybody's coming along so well, which is great. It's really good. And make sure you get back to its community. Make sure you let everybody know what's going on. I'd like everybody to resonate on my YouTube channel now, because the activations are going to get stronger and the energies are going to be more forceful. Okay? So that's what I mean. Once you understand your third eye and its activation, you have to understand everything through its cycles. And once you get those upgrades, you're high rising through its intelligence of its knowledge. So that's why I set out these videos. And you guys are paying attention now and you're listening and you're communicating with yourselves. And like I said, you have to understand to master yourself. You have to understand how to communicate with yourself to master yourself. Do I want to be interviewed by other channels? Everything through its cycles goes through its connection, May of Gold. So my voicing grids are going to go on so many connection energy waving patterns, okay? Because my balance is its own balance through its body and sequences of its balance. So everything through the connection energy waving patterns through this communication device is going to high rise through the galactic system and energy cycles of all divisional lines of its matrix grid systems and all connection energy wavings of its multiverse. Okay. So if that's what you mean by interviewed by other channels, it's going to happen. Everybody's going to come to me because they need to know what's going on with their body systems. Okay. Because my channel heals everybody through my voicing grids. Angel music or high vibration music, healing, sound, anything with music, anything through its vibration. But make sure when you're going through its communication energy waving patterns of its radio signals, Trisha, if you're going to use the sonic waving patterns through the higher, the connecting of its higher self, make sure it's on its vibration of its balance. Because if you get in a frequency level of a meditation of its zoning, okay, of its sonic waves, and it's on a higher vibration, it's going to distort everything through its circuitry divisions. So you got to make sure it's on that balance of its sonic waves through its music. Very important, extremely, extremely important. So. But this is great. It's almost been an hour. So. Oh. Are you talking about a group concession? Are you talking about a community kind of a waving central of activity group? Or that would be interesting. Yeah, YouTube channels for possible interviews. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just go through my email. You know my email. Email me directly, and we can talk about that or whatever you want to do. I mean, that's a possibility. Kari Cassidy, does she have her own YouTube channel? Is she's the connection to its groups or Project Camelot? Never heard of it. No. But anything through its further discussion, you can go through my email. So you can send me an email and then we can take it from there. But yeah, that'd be great to spread the word and get everybody on my YouTube channel through subscribe, like, and share. But I think it's fascinating to know that we can do this, and we can bring everybody's balance through its connection energy wave and sacred universal heart. Once we expand all the communication energy hearts, then everybody can high rise through the balance, through the frequency of its harmonic system. But yeah, I'm always interested in challenges for interviews and all that. Sounds very interesting. So, yeah. Just keep me informed of what's going on. Send me an email and let me know when's this going to happen or how is this going to happen, and then I'll I'll get on my YouTube channel and we can figure out how we're going to do this. Yeah, because there's definitely information I'd like to get back to everybody. I mean, this just doesn't go out to everybody here. It also goes out to everybody through its worlds. Everybody needs to know what's going on right now. So. But no, it definitely sounds great. Definitely sounds a way of communicating with other people. So, but like I said, I love what I'm doing because it's the unconditional love through its abundance. And it's great to know we have these things through its community. And it's very important to know that the positive is everything through our body systems. And that's what we want. We want to reach those power centers. We want to reach that incredible force. We want to have our own power. Okay? If you don't have your own power and your own communication, what does that give you? Because, nobody likes to be bullied. Okay? And nobody likes to be, you know, let's just say you're in the center of everything and everything around you doesn't make any sense because you don't know its atmosphere and because you don't understand its connection through its body self, which is you, right? Once you understand your inner and outer self, you understand everything through its atmosphere. Hopefully that helps you out. And that's what I mean by the inner and outer force. So, hey, Simply Divine, how you doing? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, there's some meditative music channels that you can listen to on YouTube, but like I said, it's extremely important to know that your communication energy waving patterns is on a different sonic level, okay? So your high wind force, once you go through its meditation of its sonograms through its music, you have to be careful that it's on that same balance of its vibration. So. Oh yeah, I like that, yeah. Much love, light, compassion, and childlike wonder for life to the highest potential of all creation to all for all. Yeah, so Simply Divine. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm catching on. You're very powerful. You have connections through nature. It's wind clouds, angelic realms, galactic system. You're a light formation. You have connection to the galactic solar sun planet, star system, and the galactic moon. So you have connections. That's great. You're powerful. Yeah, I sent your energy cycles. I sent your energy. So I think I resonated with you before on my channel. So, but it's great that you bring my, the love and life between its community and everything through its love of its connections. So that's great. Thanks for being on my channel. So, and that's what we want. We want everybody to resonate, right? Because everybody wants to formulate. Once you understand everything, you can have anything, right? Of course, there are reasons, and those reasons become positive, and the positive is always going to override the negative. Okay? So you're welcome. Yeah, I know how to read people instantly. So it all has to do with the third activation eye, ladies and gentlemen. That's the understanding of the body structure through its DNA, of its vibration through its harmonic systems. And that's how you read people, because you read it from inside, right? Everybody has a circle. You have to understand how it rotates, okay? So it's basically like a filming process, and that filming process is going through its cycles, and it's going through its connections, and everything through its connection comes up through its voicing grids, and up through its third eye comes out, right? So that's how everything connects. So but wow, this is a really white background, eh? It's like white on green, but got a white couch here. It's reflection. But understanding your glowing mechanism will upgrade your body systems every single time when you understand its communication of its radio signal, okay? Because your voicing grids are your power grids, okay? It's the confidence level that you carry every day through your body and ecosystems. And that's what I mean by understanding its mind and its brain waving systems. So, yeah, I'll definitely be doing one in the morning for sure. Yeah. I just wanted to do one at nighttime because I get different people. And that's what I want. I want to bring that attention to a lot more community, because now we're going through so many activations of the third eye. Everybody needs to know what's going on with their body systems. If you don't understand your body systems, you're not going to understand your virus systems. Okay? Simply divine. Everything through its line connection is interference. So you're getting electronic interference of its connection energy wave and sacred universal, multi-universal connection energy waving heart. Okay? So I uprise your upgrading systems. I change your energy fields. Okay, uprise your system. Change your vocations of its locations through its oxygen levels of its harmonic system. And I also activate everybody's transformation of its lights through its third eye of its activation. So that's what you're feeling. That's what it is. Okay, that's where you're feeling that chest in the last couple of days. Okay, Maya Gold. Thanks again for coming on. Keep me informed of what's going on. I'm very informed. I'd like to know what's happening with its community, how we can resonate on other YouTube channels. That's great, through its interviews. That'd be really nice. More community, more love of its unconditional love, because we want to bring the abundance around its multiverse, right? And that's what we want. The hardest thing to do is to balance vibration, because everybody rides on different vibrational levels every single day. It's understanding your frequency levels through the harmonic systems. Okay? Once you understand your energy and your vibration, you'll understand everything through its thoughts of its recognition and its mastering of its connection of its universal heart. So, okay, Amanda, take it easy. Love in the abundance of everybody around you, all communicating ways. Great job today, creating that portal. Great stuff. Yeah, so just remember, everything's going to work out through its balance, okay? So try not to go so fast when you're going up through its acceleration of its speed through the galactic higher self. Because vibration is everything through its frequency levels, through the audio connections, because these are the levels of all line and security defenses, because all these are mechanisms are connected through. Once you understand the body systems is electrical system of a computer system, of its analytical mind and brain system, then you understand everything through the body and ecosystem. Okay? So, anybody had any more questions that they want to ask? We learned quite a bit today, and it's been just over an hour. Okay, so feel free to ask me any questions you want to know. It's good to know that we're having these reviews. It's very important that everybody understands what's happening through the body and ecosystems and its connection of energy waves. Understand your 7 divisional lines of its mastery through the yin and the yang. Master your chakra formations through the low and middle and high dividing trisha. Okay, Master your vibration, master your energy fields, master your energy cycles, understand the mind and the brain frequencies, okay? There's a lot that you need to know through activation of scanning other people and healing other people. It's complicated because you have to understand everything through its information, okay? You can't heal somebody if you don't understand what's wrong with them. And what I mean by scanning is to understand everything through the body system, okay? You can heal yourself because you're understanding your system, but healing others is a complicated situation because they're on a different vibration. So your balance will help yourself, but helping others takes time, okay? So you ride in the matrix systems, you're activating your shapes, you're seeing colorations, you're going through so many different formations of vibration of harmonic systems, you're changing your waving patterns, you're understanding cycles, you're understanding the matrix grids, you're understanding your energy fields. Just work up to your vibrational levels of its balance, master those chakra vibrations of its 7 of the divisional lines, okay? 12 within its center, because I think, yeah, you have 12. You have 12 chakra formations in your center right now, Trisha. So congrats on that. So now you just got to high rise your vibration through its balance. So anyway, I hope everybody has a good night. And like I said, feel free to ask any more questions that you may have on my YouTube channel. Feel free to come on my YouTube channels. I keep you informed of what's going on through the matrix and the grid systems. This is Andrew Weston, resonating all matrix systems, going through its connection of energy cycles, through its activation of its third eye, and its shapes through all vibrations through the harmonic systems. Calling out. Adios. Yeah, once you rewatch my videos, just rewatch them and get a basic understanding of what's going on through its mastery of its thoughts, Trisha. That's how you high rise your divisional levels of understanding, okay, and its communication levels. But you're getting there, and you're getting there faster, which is great. So just keep up that balance, and you'll get there. Okay, bye everybody.